Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a rather unpopular series on my channel. It's Shop My Stash, but I'm getting ready to take a trip this week, so I figured I'd go ahead and film a Shop My Stash update. I think I was going to do one earlier in the month, but it just made sense to use my products through the end of the month and then refresh it right at the end before I go on this trip. So if you guys are a little bit nosy, if you want to see what worked for me, what didn't work for me in the last few weeks, then just keep watching. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. My name is Karen Harris. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I do post quite often, so highly recommend subscribing to my channel, turning on that bell so you're notified every time I post. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, so I have my Shop My Stash bag here in front of me. It's quite heavy. So I wanted to tell you guys really quick what is on my face today. So I actually filmed this as a reel. So I have Mermaid Magic and Call of the Sirens from Gourmand Girls on my eyes and on my face today. I'm also wearing the lip gloss from Samantha March with a Makeup Forever lip liner. So that's kind of what I have going on my face today. I'm not going to bring these with me on my travels. I think I want to go with something that'll give me a few more options as far as colors go. But man, these palettes are so pretty and I just wanted to play with them again. They're already available on the Gourmand Girls website. KH Makeup will save you some money on their site too if you wanted to check it out. But yeah, that's kind of what I used on my face today. This bag, let's go ahead and open it. So I didn't really use much of the products up top here, but I'm definitely going to pack these on my trip. So I have another bag here. This is an old Oden's Eye makeup bag. And I'm definitely going to take my Sigma switch so I can switch between makeup products. And then I have a sponge already in there. I don't think I'm going to take my makeup brush cleaner. I don't think I need that. I'll leave that in there. I think I have a travel size of Urban Decay as well. So all of that's just going to stay here in Fargo with me. And so I'm not going to be adding those into my travel bag. And then I basically use the bottom part of this pouch for a lot of the products. And so yeah, I'm going to go through it here. So I didn't really use my Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smoothing Blur Drops much at all when I was doing my makeup with my Shop My Stash. Actually, I might force myself to switch everything out every time I do a Shop My Stash, but I don't think I'm going to take a primer. Actually, maybe I should take this with me, traveling, just so I have something. I'm not a big primer person, so it's not really on top of my list of things to take with me. As far as mascaras go, I feel like I just don't have a great mascara that I like love. I wanted to give the Essence one a try again because, again, I have so many in my backup drawer. This one is fine. It doesn't really stay put, though. I do have a little bit of transfer throughout the day, so don't love that, but I'll keep that in my Shop My Stash. I'm not going to bring it on my trip with me, but I'm going to take my Mega Length. This is the Wet n Wild waterproof mascara that I use in my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take my Lancome Monsieur Big. This one was also in my Shop My Stash, and I don't want to open another mascara, so I'll just take these two with me on my trip. And then when I come back, I'll probably redo my makeup stash so I can, come up with a plan. The Hourglass powder was fine. I am going to be taking my Charlotte Tilbury powder with me when I travel because I figured that it's almost done. And I'm not, again, a big powder person. So if I were to break this or lose this, I wouldn't feel that bad about it. So I'm going to take this with me. It looks so dirty, but I'm going to leave the Hourglass behind. And then this Makeup by Mario palette. I threw this in my Shop My Stash for my palette. And I tried it a few times, I think. I just thought this was okay. I don't get the hype with this at all. So I'm definitely not taking this traveling with me. But I also feel like I kind of regret buying it. Like, why did I spend that much money? I don't really know. Okay, so this Lawless blush is so pretty. I actually had two in my Shop My Stash for April. So I have the shade Duchess. These were kind of random throw-ins, but these blushes are so pretty. The formula has almost like a slight blurring effect to it. And they don't have any like crazy wild colors. Very like everyday tones. I just feel like these are a solid cream blush that you can use even if you're like a beginner. So check them out. They're the Pinch My Cheeks Soft Blur Cream Blush from Lawless. And I really liked both of these shades. I'm happy I put them in to my Shop My Stash, and these are made in the USA. It says on the back there. Okay, I really enjoyed this Yummy Skin Serum Skin Tint from Danessa Myricks. It says hydrate, smooth, and correct. I really liked it. I have it in the shade, I stuck a sticker right on top of it, 9. Or no, I didn't stick a sticker on. This is from one of my eyeliners, I'm guessing, and it just got like dropped over to here. But this is in the shade 9. This is made in China, designed in the US, and it has a 12-month shelf life. So I really like this. It's lightweight, it's dewy. I think this packaging is great for something like a Shop My Stash because it travels really well. So I am thinking I might put this in my travel bag as well. I already packed the foundation I have on today, which is the One Size foundation. It's definitely for a more full coverage vibe, but I'm wondering if I'm gonna want like something light and airy to just throw on if we're just doing like day stuff, just chilling, or I might go like no makeup. But I think I might throw this in because I think I will maybe get some use out of this when I'm traveling. And then I have the RMS Beauty bronzer. This is a beautiful bronzer. I have something different packed in my Shop My Stash though to take traveling with me, so I'm going to leave that at home. Same with the Chanel bronzer. This is just so big. It doesn't really make sense to take this traveling. It's quite heavy too, so have something else instead of that. Oh my gosh, I loved this Soft Matte Complete Concealer from NARS. I've always liked this, but for some reason it just was so easy to use. It blends like a dream. I love this product so much, so happy I own that. And then I didn't really use my color corrector much from Huda, so I know it's like a Shop My Stash staple. I'm going to take my Sigma color corrector with me on my trip, but I'm just going to leave this, just keep it in the Shop My Stash pile. Okay, so these Kulfi single shadows are really pretty. The shade Sona Sona is very sparkly. Stardust is more like a champagne shimmer shade. I really thought these were beautiful. I'm not going to put these back in my Shop My Stash though. I think I'm going to give them a rest, but I did get some use out of these. You guys know I love these Armani Luminous Silk blushes. I think I might actually take one traveling just because they're so easy to travel with versus a powder highlighter, because I really love Yum Rum from Fenty, but I'm so scared that that compact's going to break, so I'm not going to take it with me. But I thought these were a little too almost highlightery for like everyday stuff that I was doing in my day-to-day life, but I think I'd be comfortable taking one of these with me on a trip. So I'm going to take the shade, I'm going to take the shade number 2, and then I'm going to put 3 back. And then I thought maybe I would pack a face palette for travel because that way I have everything I need. And then I'm going to take my Shiseido eyelash curler with me instead of the one I have in my Shop My Stash. This Hourglass Hydrating Skin Tint, I thought the Danessa Myricks one was better, so then I kept reaching for the Danessa Myricks. I have this in the shade 11, and I'm definitely going to keep trying this, but I'm not going to continue with this in my Shop My Stash. I'm going to find something else when I get back. This is so pretty. I love these powder blushes from Rare Beauty. This is the shade Happy. It's almost like a blush highlighter hybrid. It does have a little bit of sheen to it, but she has so many pretty colors, and I really like this. I know some people don't like that formula, but it works great for me. So those were the things that I had in my Shop My Stash. And then I did pan my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray, but my Milk Makeup one that I had down here in my makeup room was not working, the one in the black packaging. So I put that in this packaging. So technically I finished this up. This is the Milk Makeup one, but I'm using this to spray it. And the Milk Makeup one I'm trying to use up because it was leaking all over my setting spray drawer. And I'm trying to pan some setting sprays this year because I have so many, and I don't want to purchase any more until I pan some of my setting sprays. So those are some of the things that I had in my Shop My Stash. And then I always have just like a black eyeliner, some brow gel, my Sigma eyeshadow primer, and then a brown eyeliner. And then this Kulfi one is okay. It's not my favorite. and the brow pencil I have. And then I always have Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder. So those are just some of my like staple things that I keep in here. And also for my Shop My Stash, I did have this Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I don't think I used this much because I was using the NARS one. So I'll probably put this back and find something else to put in my Shop My Stash. And then this was something I picked up during the Sephora sale that I am contemplating taking traveling with me. This I think is so pretty. The pigmentation is definitely light, but I think that's a good thing because a lot of these types of shadows can be so thick and opaque and they almost look like crunchy on your eyelids. So this is the new Urban Decay liquid shadows, and I have it in the shade Sunshine Tax, and it's like a really pretty duochrome. And then this has a really pretty like brush tip applicator, so you can really like swipe it on, and it's a really gorgeous shade that shifts from red to like orange gold green. So it is a multi-chrome, I think, but I wanted to get something that was neutral enough but also like a little bit interesting. They do have a bunch of other shades, and I saw a few creators that I follow got all of the shades in PR, and I'm a little bit low-key jelly because I wanted to get more, but I was like, okay, you just need one. Like, you don't need all of them. So I just got one, but I think I might go traveling with this. I'm not sure. It depends on what eyeshadow palette I pick, but this is just an easy thing. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't spend any time putting any powder eyeshadow on. I would just swipe this all over the lid. It's kind of like a one and done situation for me, and I'm not mad about it at all. I hope they do more colors. So that's basically me give you guys some of my thoughts on the things that were in my Shop My Stash this past month or this past few weeks. And then I have some stuff packed for my travel makeup bag, but I guess I can show you really quick the stuff that wasn't in my Shop My Stash that I'd already put in here. So this is the only lip combo I have so far, and it's the one I have on today. I don't really want to bring a lip pencil because I'm not a lip pencil gal, but I'm going to an event full of beauty creators, so I figure I should bring at least one lip liner. So this is the Makeup Forever lip liner in the shade Limitless Brown, and then this is the shade Femme from Samantha March and her collab with Ofra. And then for bronzer, I'm bringing the Say Liquid Bronzer and my Hourglass Ambient Radiant Bronze Light. I have some new bronzers I picked up during the Sephora sale, but I figured I'd bring this one because if it broke, I wouldn't be super devastated, whereas if a new one broke, I'd be devastated, and I love that bronzer, so I figured I can't go wrong. And then for complexion, I have the One Size, the Estee Lauder concealer because it's so full coverage, and then this is the Sigma color corrector, and like I barely have anything left, so I figured if I ended up like losing this, breaking it, not being able to bring it back for some reason, I would be okay. So I'm trying to bring things that I love, but if I like lost them, I'd be okay with it. So those are some of the things I'd already started putting there that I'm wearing on my face today. So I've been trying to pack this bag while I'm doing my makeup so that I don't forget stuff. And also the thing about me is I hate packing, and I feel like so much pressure to bring brushes, and I bought a brush set for travel purposes, and for some reason, for the life of me, I can't remember where I put it. So now I can't find it, and here I am about to travel and I can't find it. So I'm like, okay, it is what it is. I've looked in a few places, but I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. So that's kind of the update on that. But I also forgot I grabbed all my fragrances and stuff because I was gonna grab some new fragrances, and I grabbed all my lip balms. So just the other day I was going to an event and I needed like a lipstick, and so I grabbed this one from Gucci. I hadn't worn this in a while. It's a liquid lipstick, and it's like a really pretty mauve color, so I might actually take that traveling with me because I thought it was really nice. And then I love these Fresh Kiss glossy lip balms from ColourPop. So I bought a bunch of shades, and they sent me some shades too, but I ended up buying the shade Chocolate Milkshake. So I am not going to take these traveling with me, but I just had an overload of lip balms in my master bath, so I bought these downstairs. And then the Rhode lip balm, it's okay. It's not like that revolutionary where I would recommend like you bending over backwards to get one. I really like the Ulla Henriksen. I bought the regular Pout Perfect, But I also have the shimmery one. It's also the same shade. I think these two are creme brulee. Yeah, so I have creme brulee in the regular, and then this is the shimmery one. I don't know if they have different names, but you can tell the packaging's different. I think the shimmery one is so beautiful, but again, my drawers were getting crazy upstairs, so I bought them down here. And so I've had both of these Laneige lip glowy bombs, and I wanted to switch them out because I've been using these two for like the winter. The red one is peppermint, so I'm ready for like a more summery one. And then I also really love this Laneige Glaze Glaze tinted lip serum. This is so pigmented and beautiful. I bought one before the Sephora sale. I got chocolate frosting and I wanted to get more, but one was perfectly enough for me. And then just the other day I bought the e.l.f. one in the shade Java Chip. These are their new nourishing buttery balms, the Glow Revive melting lip balm. So I bought the box down here so that I remember to show it to you guys in a haul. This my friend accidentally mailed me. It's the Intense Hydrating Collagen Cream from Admire My Skin on Amazon. She had sent my kids a gift and she forgot to change her address, so it came to me. And so she's like, yeah, you don't have to mail it to me, just keep it or throw whatever you don't want away. So I thought I would keep this and try it, but I never did. So I'm gonna bring it down here and put it in my backup drawers so that I can remember to try it. And then I bought down all of my fragrances that I had been kind of hoarding upstairs. So we have the Kilian Old Fashioned. I love this fragrance. It's so perfectly like smoky and boozy. It's one of my favorite Kilian fragrances. And then I have Ellis Brooklyn Florist, which my nose is a little blocked, but this one is so pretty and floral. I think this was their summer fragrance a bit ago, so I did wear that to an event the other day and I love it so much, but I needed to put it back into my fragrance drawer. And then I have Replica Afternoon Delight. This one is a very like pastry, cream heavy fragrance. I have Bougie Marshmallow from Cali. This one could be a fun one for me to bring on my trip actually. Or I have this new one from Replica. This is Never Ending Summer. This one's nice too. It's a little bit fresh, but I'm not sure if I'm going to bring any of these with me. So I need to find a eyeshadow palette, a face palette, and a fragrance to pack in my bag. Let's go ahead and shop my stash and throw a few more things in here. I already have a powder and a setting spray and a primer, so I don't really need anything like that. I probably just need to figure out a blush and highlighter. It'll probably be one of the Hourglass palettes. So let me go see if I can grab a palette. I guess I also have to pick out an eyeshadow palette. So maybe I should show you my drawers. I don't know. It's a bit all over the place here, but let's get into that part. Okay, I don't feel like I ever show like my fragrance collection. I mean, I don't feel like I have as many fragrances as a lot of creators do, but this is like my full-size fragrances. So I have some of my body sprays back there, and then I've got like my Dolce & Gabbana, more sprays, Tangerine Boy by Fleur is so beautiful. These are old, like I'm trying so hard to pan so many of my fragrances, but it doesn't happen enough. And then I have Afternoon Swim, which is like my prized possession. That's a Louis Vuitton fragrance I have. And then I have Kilian Blue Moon back there, which I actually, full circle moment, I smelt this at Creators and Friends in New Orleans, and then I came home and bought the full size. So I guess that's a great like tie to that fragrance in my memory. And then a lot of the times I buy travel sizes of perfume. So let me show you my travel size collection. Okay, so this is not the greatest organization. I should probably like categorize these by brand. So those are my Fleur. Here's Replica. I know I have a lot of Replica fragrances, a lot less Cali fragrances because I don't love her fragrances. I feel like they're just a little too strong for me. This is Jo Malone. Some of these brands don't even make these fragrances anymore. Here's my little Ellis Brooklyn stash. I clearly have a lot of Replica fragrances. I love buying them in a travel size because they're so expensive, and rather have a travel size and decide if I like really like it I'm sorry if that clinking is bothering you. This is so old. This is a travel size of Versace Bright Crystal. Here's some Louis Vuitton testers. But yeah, replica is definitely one of my favorites. And then I would say probably Ellis Brooklyn. Oh, this is so satisfying. Why is this so satisfying? And if I could afford full sizes, I would. Trust and believe I would try to have more, but I just can't be buying full-size fragrances. And I wear fragrances every time I leave my house. I guess I just don't spray enough on. I think that's something I've realized too, is I'm so light with my use of product. Like I need to go a little bit harder when I use my fragrances. But yeah, look at this Fantasy Cosmetica up here. So cute. So yeah, I love my little travel sizes. I just totally organized that while I was chatting to you guys. I think this might be a fun one to take traveling with me. I used a lot of this last year. It's the Atelier Cologne Clementine, California. I love this fragrance. I don't even think Sephora sells this brand anymore. I'm not sure if they're still around, but that could be a fun one. Okay, I really like how that smelled. And maybe I'll bring Ellis Brooklyn. This is Miami Nectar. I love how this smells. And then I need to remember to put Replica. This is not Jazz Club, the one I just grabbed from them. I need to put it in my Shop My Stash so that I can remember to show it to you guys in my Shop My Stash. But yeah, I have so many. I think it's this one, Never Ending Summer. So yeah, I think I'm going to bring these two fragrances on my trip with me and then put this one in my haul pile so I don't forget to haul it for you guys. Okay, so here's all my blushes. I don't know if I showed this to you guys last time because I had gotten stuff pared down quite a bit, but here's where my Hourglass palettes are. So I think I might bring one of these. They're kind of heavy, so I don't know if I'll like regret it, but yeah, I think. Okay, I gotta open them first. Hold on one moment, please. Okay, I think I already decided that I'm gonna bring the Tiger one because I love this blush and this highlighter is so pretty. So I think I'll be able to get a ton of use out of these. And yeah, this is an older one, but that way I have blush and highlighter options in one, and I don't need to bring a bunch of single products. So hopefully I don't end up regretting that decision, but I don't think I will. I don't think I need any powder blushes because I have this one, and then I don't think I need any liquid blushes because I'll be okay. The Hourglass is pigmented enough, and honestly, I'm definitely one of those that's so hit or miss. I either will do like full beat or no makeup, and it doesn't matter if I'm on a trip with a whole bunch of YouTube creators or if it's just me and my family. It is what it is. So, yeah, I'm gonna go that route for now, unless I change my mind this week. I really cleaned things out, you guys. Okay, I'm like honestly contemplating just one of these Sigma palettes because, again, it's like compact. I love colorful palettes, but I just don't want to travel with my indie palettes. And I feel like neutrals just give me so many options. And to me, like, this is so pretty. I can do so many things with this. And then I can throw on the Over and Decay liquid shadow as well. So maybe I'm just going to be lame and bring this. I guess I could bring one of these cuties too from Cleona. But I feel like if that breaks, like, I'm going to be devastated. So maybe just a Sigma, because then if something happens to this, I can always like replace this and I can find it easily compared to some of the other indie ones. And then I guess I could bring like a Natasha Denona maybe, but what do these Natasha Denona palettes have that the Sigma palettes don't? You know what I'm saying? And I think there's going to be something launching at the event too at Creators and Friends this year. So I feel like I'll be okay. And I'm also in a house full of creators. So if I really needed a different eyeshadow, I think my girls will have me covered. So I'm going to take back everything I said about not bringing an indie palette. And I think I'm going to bring Murky Meadow from Unearthly because this has neutrals, but it also has fun pops of green. And I really like this palette. And I think it definitely deserved tons of hype. So I'm gonna bring this one instead of fiery. Okay friends, so I hope you enjoyed packing with me for my travels and my travel shop my stash, I guess. I got most of my goods in here. I still need to pack some brushes and stuff and go through everything just one more time. And then I have all my body care stuff kind of separate upstairs already. I started like grabbing stuff, but I have a travel size of my Honey Halo, a travel size of my Lineage. I can't live without that stuff. So already started figuring that stuff out. But yeah, I'm so excited to take a little trip with some of my friends. And I don't think I'm going to have a ton of videos up. So I'll catch you guys on my new makeup releases probably on the 29th of April. But I hope you guys are having a wonderful week or whatever you're doing. And if you want to pay attention to some of my older videos, YouTube should be popping up some suggestions. I'll talk to you guys very soon. I'll be back to share all the tea and the gossip from creators and friends in Destin. Bye for now.